If your diet feels like a prison sentence, with every meal feeling like a punishment and every snack a guilty pleasure, you're definitely doing it wrong. So many people start their weight loss journey thinking they have to give up everything they love: pizza, cookies, burgers, even a simple scoop of ice cream. They imagine endless days of bland salads, dry chicken breast, and steamed broccoli, and it's no wonder they feel frustrated, bored, and deprived. But here's the truth. Sustainable weight loss doesn't have to be miserable. In fact, if you're constantly dreading your next meal or feeling like you're missing out on life, it's time to rethink your approach. Food should be something you enjoy, not something you fear or resent. The key is to find a balance that lets you live your life, enjoy your favorite foods, and still make progress toward your goals. So, if you're tired of diets that feel like punishment, keep watching, because there's a better way. Imagine this: you're sitting at home enjoying a warm, gooey cookie fresh out of the oven, or maybe you're savoring a slice of your favorite cake at a friend's birthday party. Now picture stepping on the scale the next morning and seeing the number go down instead of up. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that you can absolutely enjoy treats like cookies, cake, or even a scoop of ice cream, and still see the scale drop over time? The secret isn't some magic food or a trendy new diet. It's not about cutting out entire food groups or surviving on celery sticks and lemon water. It's about understanding how weight loss really works, and how you can make it work for you, without giving up the foods that make you happy. So, if you've ever wished you could eat what you love and still lose weight, you're in the right place. Here's how it works. It all comes down to one simple principle: calorie deficit. You might have heard this term before, but let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense. A calorie deficit means you're consuming fewer calories than your body burns in a day. That's it. No complicated rules, no forbidden foods, no endless list of bad ingredients to avoid. Just a simple equation: calories in versus calories out. When you consistently eat fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight, your body has to tap into stored energy, aka body fat, to make up the difference. That's how weight loss happens, plain and simple. And the best part? You can create a calorie deficit while still enjoying the foods you love, as long as you're mindful of your overall intake. So how do you actually create a calorie deficit? There are two main ways. You can eat a little less, move a little more, or do a combination of both. Think of it like a seesaw. On one side you have the calories you eat, and on the other, the calories you burn through daily activities, exercise, and just being alive. If you want the scale to tip in your favor, you need to make sure you're burning more than you're taking in. That doesn't mean you have to spend hours at the gym or run marathons every week. Even small changes like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, going for a brisk walk after dinner, or adding a quick workout to your morning routine can make a big difference over time. The key is consistency. Doing a little bit every day adds up to big results. To make this even easier to understand, let's use a simple analogy. Imagine your body is like a bank account. Every time you eat, you're making a deposit, adding calories to your account. Every time you move, exercise, or even just breathe, you're making a withdrawal, burning calories from your account. Just like with money, if you deposit more than you spend, your balance goes up. If you spend more than you deposit, your balance goes down. In the case of your body, that balance is your body fat. So if you want to lose weight, you need to spend more calories than you deposit each day. It's really that simple. Think about it. If you keep withdrawing more money than you put in, your bank balance will shrink. The same goes for your body. If you consistently burn more calories than you eat, your body has no choice but to use up its stored energy, your fat reserves, to make up the difference. Over time, this leads to weight loss. It doesn't matter if those calories come from pizza, salad, or chocolate cake. What matters is the total number of calories you're consuming versus the number you're burning. Of course, the quality of your food matters for your health, energy, and how you feel. But when it comes to weight loss, the calorie equation is what counts most. And here's the best part: when you get this right, you'll start to see real results. The numbers on the scale will begin to drop, your clothes will fit better, and you'll feel more confident in your own skin. It might not happen overnight, but with patience and consistency, the extra weight will start to melt away. You'll realize that you don't have to give up your favorite foods or follow some extreme diet to see progress. All you need is a little knowledge, some smart choices, and the willingness to stick with it. The journey might have its ups and downs, but every step forward is a step closer to your goals. Now let's talk about the foods you love. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, cookies, these aren't the enemy. In fact, you can absolutely include them in your diet and still lose weight. The secret is moderation and portion control. Instead of eating an entire pizza, enjoy a couple of slices with a side salad. Instead of a giant bowl of ice cream, savor a small scoop and really enjoy every bite. When you allow yourself to have the foods you crave, you're less likely to binge or feel deprived. It's all about finding a balance that works for you and fits your lifestyle. You don't have to quit your favorite foods. You don't have to say goodbye to birthday cake, movie night popcorn, or your favorite takeout. The key is to make these foods part of your overall plan, not the whole plan. When you know you can have a treat now and then, it's easier to stick to your goals in the long run. Remember, no single food will make or break your progress. It's your overall habits and choices that matter most. So, how do you make this work in real life? Start by paying attention to your portions. You don't have to weigh and measure every bite forever, but getting a sense of what a reasonable portion looks like can be incredibly helpful. Use smaller plates, measure out snacks instead of eating straight from the bag, and take your time to really enjoy your food. When you're mindful of how much you're eating, it's easier to stay within your calorie goals without feeling deprived. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Let's say you had a burger for lunch, that's totally fine. Maybe you skip the soda and have water instead, or take a quick walk after your meal to help burn a few extra calories. These small tweaks add up over time and make it easier to stay in a calorie deficit without feeling like you're missing out. The goal isn't to punish yourself for enjoying food, it's to find ways to balance your choices so you can have the best of both worlds, delicious meals and steady progress. It's all about smart swaps and small tweaks. Maybe you swap fries for a side salad or choose grilled chicken instead of fried. Maybe you have a piece of fruit instead of a candy bar, or drink sparkling water instead of soda. These changes might seem minor, but over time they can make a big difference in your overall calorie intake. The best part? You don't have to make all these changes at once. Start with one or two, see how you feel, and build from there. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And don't let anyone tell you that weight loss is all about kale smoothies and bland, boring meals. Sure, green smoothies can be healthy, but they're not the only way to lose weight. You don't have to force yourself to eat foods you hate or follow a diet that makes you miserable. The best diet is the one you can stick to, the one that fits your tastes, your lifestyle, and your goals. If you love chocolate, find a way to include it in moderation. If you hate salads, don't eat them. There are plenty of ways to eat well and lose weight without sacrificing flavor or enjoyment. Don't let anyone tell you weight loss is all about kale smoothies. The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. What works for your friend or your favorite influencer might not work for you, and that's okay. The most important thing is to find a way of eating that you enjoy and can maintain for the long haul. When you stop thinking of weight loss as a temporary diet and start seeing it as a series of small, sustainable changes, everything gets easier. Master the art of the calorie deficit, and you can enjoy what you love, just in moderation. Have a piece of chocolate after dinner, share a dessert with friends, or treat yourself to your favorite meal once in a while. When you know how to balance your choices, you don't have to feel guilty or anxious about food. You're in control, and that's a powerful feeling. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making better choices more often and enjoying the journey along the way. Keep it simple, stay consistent, and watch the magic happen. You've got this. Every small step you take adds up to big results over time. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and don't be afraid to enjoy the foods you love along the way. Weight loss isn't about suffering or deprivation. It's about finding a balance that works for you and makes you feel your best. So take a deep breath, trust the process, and remember, you're capable of amazing things. The journey might not always be easy, but it's absolutely worth it. You've got this.